Hello everyone, video number 3. Thank you for all the love that I've been getting for the last 2. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one comes to you from Laos. In the last video I said that I was going overseas, and I've been overseas for a week now with best mate Mitch. We landed in Bangkok a week ago, went up to Chiang Mai, went to Chiang Rai, and then down the Mekong River to Pak Bang, and today is my second day in Luang Prabang, the second biggest city in Laos, and it's beautiful, and the people are amazing. If you get a chance to come here, do it. It's great. So with that, I thought I would come out with a bit of a theme for today, and it's about getting out of your comfort zone. In the last week, I've had to get right out of my comfort zone, just like I have with losing weight. So I thought that it would be a very good thing to talk about, because before I used to do a lot of little things that built up to a lot of unhealthy ways, and I think the fact that I'm out of those habits now and got out of that comfort zone and got uncomfortable, and I found some really good things that I like. So when I had my sleeve, I had the challenge of eating a lot better, getting all the right nutrients in and all that kind of stuff, and that was uncomfortable in itself, and so that led for me to making better life decisions. And since being away, you've got to make better life decisions when I'm traveling. So things like you got to drink a lot of water here. For people who traditionally just drink a bit of cordial and stuff like that, not a lot of it here. There's a lot of juice with a lot of sugar in it, so this stuff is what you need a lot of, and I think I'm on bottle 2, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, it gets quite hot. So making decisions like that and making sure that you get uncomfortable to get comfortable again, if that makes sense, is really important. Exercising at the moment, I'm walking about 15,000 to 20,000 steps a day, but that for me has been a real increase over the last, I think I'm on month 8 now from a sleeve, and getting that work rate up. So I think it's really important to get out of your comfort zone, and it's not even just to do with those things. It's socially, going up to people and talking to people and knowing that you're as good as them, and you don't have to really worry about how can I say this right? I'm trying to find the words. I didn't really prepare for this video. I just thought I'd sit down and shoot it. But being prepared to go up to anyone and just talk, and having that and developing that kind of skill. Is it a skill? I don't know. I guess it is. And just feeling comfortable within yourself. I think the more uncomfortable you get about certain situations, the more comfortable you'll get with others. So a couple of things that I've done since I've been away that's made me really uncomfortable and really scary was yesterday we went to some caves, and I'm generally afraid of heights. And you had to walk up these caves, and it led through a heap of these like amazing Buddhas, and I'll show you some pictures if I can upload it with this. And it led me down this kind of crevasse into this like big hole, and I was able to sit at the edge of the hole and just look at the Mekong River, and it was absolutely gorgeous and divine. Another thing I did last night was climb about 1,000 stairs to get to the top to see the sunset, and I'm going to put that on my YouTube page, and I just did a slow time lapse, and it is gorgeous. And I think that because I've been able to mentally and psychologically prepare and get out of my comfort zone, 9 months ago I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have seen those things. I would have just stood back and not enjoyed them as much. So I think if you can do the little things and get out of your comfort zone a little bit every bit, day by day. I hope this kind of makes sense. Please see, someone tell me if this isn't, because that's kind of important. But yeah, making sure that you're doing things for the right reasons and for yourself. That's just really important. So yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a short video, but it's really hot. I'm going to go for a swim, I think, soon. Everyone in my tour group has gone to pat some elephants, and I've already done that, so I don't feel the need. But I might give you a bit of a recap. So on about what else I've done in while I've been away. So we landed in Bangkok for a few days. We went to the Grand Palace, and that was amazing. It was just beautiful. I'll try and post some stuff up of that. And it's just all the decorations. It's just so intricate and just hand done. There's nothing exactly the same. It's just beautiful. I got to be blessed by a monk. It was pretty cool. I got to have a bit of a chat with him as well. It was a bit of a funny guy, actually. He had a bit of a sense of humour behind him, and he was really cool. And so he blessed me, and we had a prayer together. That's nice. I don't believe in any kind of spiritual being, but I felt being in his country and his belief and philosophy. In Thailand, 90% of the population is Buddhist, so I thought that a bit of respect by doing that. And that was pretty cool. And then, so we went on an overnight train, which I was terrified about because I actually didn't think I'd fit on the bed. That terrified me because I knew Asian countries, they're smaller, and I'm still quite a big guy. I'm not small, and I was terrified. And I shared bunks with another girl, and she was terrified of being on the top bunk. So I said I'd take the top bunk because I'm a bit gentlemanly like that. And I fit really well, and that felt really cool. I brought a few clothes, which always makes you feel really good. And then we got to Chiang Mai, and Chiang Mai is a really, really interesting and amazing place. It's a bit more smaller, and a really, really good food. Eating here for me has been a bit of an issue because it's decent portions for like not much. I don't think I've paid more than 200 baht for a meal, and that's like with chicken and vegetable and a bit of rice, and it's just I can eat a quarter of it and I try and palm it off to someone else. But I don't like waste, and I don't like the Asian people over here. The culture don't like waste, so you try and give it to someone or move around for other people to try and all that kind of stuff. And then we went on a bus ride to Chiang Rai, and Chiang Rai is very quaint and very small, but the people are fabulous. They're just amazing. And I went to a place called Cabbages and Condoms. It's a really interesting place. It's all about teaching the northern Thai people about safe sex and protecting yourself and all that, which I'm a firm believer in. I had there all these signs. I think I got too much footage, but they didn't have too much. Start that again. You can tell dyslexia. They didn't have too many of the weird condoms that they generally sell. Which, if they had, I would show you. Absolutely, they are. It's quite hilarious. But so from there we went across the border to Laos, and I've never crossed a border physically like that before. And essentially, what you do is you go to a window and you give them your passport and your visa application, and then they just stand there and they just put up your passport. Don't yell out your name because they can't say it. And then you go and you pay for your visa and you pick up your passport and you get on another bus and come in. And spent a couple of days going down the Mekong River, and that was breathtaking. That was beautiful, and you get an understanding of what a river system does for a community. And not only that, for 6 countries, I think they said it went through Cambodia, Laos, started out in China, and ends up going through other couple of places. And everything that someone does up north affects someone down south, and that's pretty insane, really, when you think about it. And so we landed in Pak Bang, which is a really tiny town. It's the size of kind of Louth in Australia. If you look that place up, it's the same size, and there's a few people live there, and everyone stays there because you can't get the river straight down to where we are right now. But the people they just want to take you in. They just, they've got nothing, and you just want to give them everything. And you buy you try and spend money there, and even though they don't have a whole lot, and to try and keep their community going. But the place is getting better. The economy is getting better here, which is really good. And they've got massive. The French influence here gives them croissants like this big, like bigger than my head. And I had a piece of that, and that was really nice. I stole it off my mate because I didn't think I'd be able to eat the whole thing. But yeah, then we got back on the boat yesterday and kept going down the river, and we saw those caves that I spoke about earlier, and they were amazing. And what those caves are about was the Americans bombed the shit out of this country a few 60 years ago, I think it was, maybe 70, and they dropped 2.2 million tons of bombs on this country, and they were cluster bombs, and a lot of these bombs are still unfound. Like 98% of them are still unfound because the way they drop was they don't explode on impact. They sit there until someone walks on them. So that's just decimated this place, and there's a lot of places you can't go, but yeah, the places we're going, it's completely safe, which is really cool. So from here today, we've got a bit of a free morning, which I'm showing you a bit of love for today. Is all about going to some waterfalls later on. We're going to try and stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Hope you like that reference. And then we're going to do a bit of night exploring tonight, nightlife exploring. There's a curfew here in Laos. You've got to be back home, tucked up in bed with your little teddy bear at 11 o'clock. So we're going to do that. And I thought I saw some people coming out of the corner of my eye, and they don't really know that I'm doing this. I don't really tell a whole lot of people on my tour group. So we're going to do that, and then tomorrow we go to Vang Vieng, where I'm going to do some zip lining, and I'm going to do some tubing. So I'm going to get right out of my comfort zone and do something really fun. So today's theme, get out of your comfort zone. I'm doing it now by traveling and doing something different. And the way I've gotten here to get this uncomfortable is by just doing one thing at a day, do one thing at a day. Do one thing every day that scares you. Don't knock back a challenge. And if you fail, well, you haven't really failed because you just try again later. That's really important. If you can't do it straight away, that's cool. Do it tomorrow. Try again tomorrow. And if you can't do it tomorrow, do it next day. If you can't do it next day, you keep going. There's no such thing as failure. You're only going to get better at something. You'll learn by your mistakes. Why didn't that last thing work? Was it just because I'm not strong enough? Is it because I'm not eating the right things at the right time? Who knows? Work it out. So I'm going to sign off from here. I hope you all have a great day. I've got 2 weeks left. 2.5 weeks left, I think. So I'm going to go back to my room, get my towel, go for a swim. This pool is pretty amazing. And then I'm just going to hang out, and at 1 o'clock, which is in like 2.5 hours from now, I am going to go play in some waterfalls. What I might do is put up just some clippets of some film about what I've gotten up to and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, but I hope you're having a really good day. If you've got any questions or you would like me to talk about anything, chuck it down below. Or there's some Facebook groups I'm involved in. I might even start one up about me. I don't know. Is that weird? Don't know. But yeah, just message me, BD Bar Bigger Speedson, and ask me anything. I'm trying to help you guys, and if any of you guys want to add anything to try and help me, that's it. But yeah, just going to try and drink lots of water today because it's hot. Stay hydrated. Yep. Alright, see you guys. Bye.